What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe, no days off DFS, here to bring you guys some prize picks Flex Friday plays for today's Flex Friday. No WNBA still, of course. We got the Olympics going on. The Olympics games are up and running. By the time this video gets up, I highly doubt that pretty sure like this game will more likely have already started, been or going on. I can give you a couple of things if you do catch the beginning of this video in time before the game actually starts. To tell you the truth, I'm very heavy on Emma Miesemann. She's like my main play that I wanted to play today. I like her points. It was at 22.5, but of course that's been bumped. I do like that. Her assist, that's not up here anymore. They did bump her down. Delary, I believe that's how you say her name. It was at 5.5, got bumped down to 5, then it got bumped down to 4.5. I would take the over now since it's been so heavily juiced and bumped down throughout the day. Miesemann, they did have her up here for rebounds. That's not up here anymore. Her PR, for everything what it's worth, I would just go ahead and take her PRA, 34 points. Points, rebounds, and assists for the fact of she's going to be heavily involved in the offense, and she's done a tremendous job so far throughout this Olympics. But she'd be my main staple if I was to play anything. And then I do got to lean on my girl Gabby Williams. They bumped her down from 25. She was at 25 flat for her PRA. That's been bumped down. Her points, definitely kid. Go ahead and get that. I don't mind the 14. That's a push value that you can get right there for Gabby. She's literally just heavily involved in everything that they do. The steal upside that she actually has, the rebounds, pushing the pace, getting to the rim, all those things. And then if the three ball falls, if she can knock down one or two of those threes, that'll definitely get you there, especially for those points right there. But other than that, there wasn't really anything over here for the Olympics games for the women's side of things going on that I still really wanted to tackle. Primarily, of course, main things that I've been looking at for today to actually play for Flex Friday was MLB. And then, of course, NFL preseason. We do have that going on tonight as well. So, going to really focus and tackle on those two things. If you guys are enjoying the content, as always, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything that I do put out over here on the channel. WNBA is back next week, back on the 15th. I want to say that's when the season starts back up. We have 3 games on that day, and then the following day we have 2 games. So, DFS breakdown, all those things will be back. I will be back. Been on vacation, just been chilling, and also trying to get my schoolwork and stuff done because your boy's in school. So had something to do during this Olympic break, but I will be glad to be back and actually have our regular sweats and our slates and stuff to go ahead and break down, look for value, things like that of that nature. Definitely cannot wait to get started back with that next week. So real quick, this is going to be a really short video. I'm going to just go through real quick, list a couple of the plays that I do like for Flex Friday on today. I will say for the NFL preseason, any and everything that you can take over here for the NFL, what I have seen, everyone is going under. All these lines they have been putting up, it's been nothing but straight unders for everybody, especially for the quarterback position. None of them are really out there playing more than a couple of series, a couple of runs going down. Most of the time, I'm seeing a lot of run plays, barely being able to convert on third and short, third and long, either one of those things. Of course, offensives, they're not really going to be putting too much pressure out there in regards to, especially being the first week of preseason. We're not really seeing too much. I don't know why my thing keeps doing that. But definitely, if you are messing with preseason, I would definitely look heavily at some unders. The only player I actually feel comfortable possibly taking as an over would be Justin Fields, just because he is fighting for to be the starting quarterback. And I've heard great things so far from preseason, training camp, and everything going on for them. And of course, he has something to prove. So Justin Fields would be the only one. I would expect maybe 2 to 3 series from him, driving down the field, things like that. So hopefully we can actually see what we are hearing from training camp and everything. Fields would be the only one, but everyone else, Michael Penix, I take the under. 104.5. I haven't seen one quarterback so far, starting wise or anything like that for any team so far, even touch grace over 80, 90 yards. And of course, it's only been 2 weeks now with the championship game last week. And then of course the Patriots in Carolina last night. And then, I think it was Detroit and someone else as well. But Michael Penix, I would take the under on that. Skylar Thompson, under on that. Kenny Pickett, under on his 58.5. That's actually been bumped up. I guess some people are messing with the over on that. And then Emory Jones, I take the under on that as well. So those just a couple plays I would actually consider. Not really messing with receivers, rushing yards, field goals. Really just going to actually focus on the quarterbacks if I am going to take anything from this side right here. Now, MLB wise, there's a couple of plays, like I said, that I do actually have some interest on. First game, that one just started or should be getting ready to start in a second. But going over a couple plays now. Remember, Flex Friday, there's 2 ways that you can actually play this. This is your day. You can go YOLO, pretty much. Go over here to where's bases at. Not pitching outs. So you can do your pitch or strikeouts. Go ahead and play a bunch of demon props. If you feel this is the day I would honestly, shoot for the moon and play demon props, things like that, because you're guaranteed to get your money back if you don't actually hit. But this is the day you can go ahead and make that 100x slip and try to hopefully cash out big over here on Prizepicks' dime by doing it. And then if it doesn't hit, you still at least get your money back. Then you can go ahead and go play a safe slip like what you normally would go ahead and play on any other day. But real quick, going through the plays that I do actually like today. First play is going to be Zach Ethan. I do like his 32 fantasy points scored. That hasn't moved at all so far in the day. I don't know why he's jumping around, but pretty much 3 out of his last 5 games he's pushed or gone over on this right here. Going up against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, decent team in regards to actually getting the strikes, being able to get his strike count that we hopefully can actually get from him. Looking at his strikes, pitching strikeouts, he's gone over his 5.5 strikeouts 2 out of his last 5 games. Decent matchup for him. Do expect for him to go ahead and pitch a full 6 innings, so we should be able to get the quality start from him as long as he doesn't give up too many runs. On top of that, being able to reach the strike count that we do expect for him to get, at least about 5 strikes. That 32 is too low, even if he was to give up 1 or 2 runs in this case. As long as he can get that quality start and get at least 5 strikeouts, he will be able to go ahead and get us that 32 fantasy points. Like the over for that. Next play is going to be going to my boy Bobby Witt Jr., someone that I've actually been riding a hot hand on as well throughout this MLB over the last 15 or so days, because dude's been on fire, honestly. I do like a couple of props from him. I don't mind his hits, run, RBI, as Kansas City playing at home. They do play way better at home than what they do on the road. They are hitting elite right now against right-handed pitchers, which luckily that is going to be the matchup that we actually have today. At home, Bobby is batting at a .403 at home, and on top of that, versus right-handed pitchers, right now he is batting a .340, which if you guys don't understand MLB metrics, that is really good. Point blank period. You can't go ahead and take his 0.5 hits or his hits, run, RBI. Definitely do expect them to be getting on some bases here over here for the Royals. And or if you want just a regular straight up play, you can definitely mess with Bobby Witt Jr. for this 9.5 fantasy points scored. Now I understand last game 39 fantasy points scored in that game, and then coming off for 12. I hadn't been consistent in those games prior before that, or his hits, run, RBI. But again, like I said, the hits, he's definitely been getting the hits. He's been hitting very well, especially at home. Definitely see him getting at least 1 or 2 hits here in this game. If you want to play safe, I will be taking Bobby Witt Jr. for that 0.5 hit. And if you want to be more risky, of course, it is Flex Friday. We could definitely go ahead and mess with the 9.5 hitter fantasy points scored. Going over to the Atlanta Braves, playing in Coors Field. Of course, if you guys don't understand and know, Coors Field is like God, pretty much, whenever it comes down to MLB, especially if you can get a team that has hitters that can hit. And none other than the boy Matt Olson, who has been pretty hot over his last couple of games. He has a couple of home runs over in the last 10 games, a couple of doubles as well, and then playing in the place where the balls fly. I really do actually like Matt Olson for the total bases on today. I also like him for, of course, his hit, if you want to play safe as well. Then, of course, his hitter fantasy score. All 3 of these right here are definitely plays that you can actually go ahead and take, depending on your safety and your level of what you want to actually go ahead and go with on the day. Definitely some upside right there playing with Matt Olson. Not to mention, the Braves have the highest total on today's slate. Just extra juice added onto that. Now, one play that might go underlooked is the walks. What I have noticed, especially with hitters who are on a roll, on a run, playing very well, knocking it out and things like that, the walks allowed has been something that I've been paying attention to. So I don't know why it's a demon prop for a lot of players, especially if one of the biggest ones, if you ever see Aaron Judge up there for 0.5 or 1.5 walks, take that shit. Just take it, because they will intentionally walk that man at least 2 times a game. Just never fails. All right, last play for me. This one's going to be safe. I'm going to go with Zach Wheeler for his 4.5 pitching strikeouts. An elite pitcher going up against Arizona, who is striking at least roughly around 7 to 8 times a game. I understand they can be hot. They definitely can go ahead and get to the pitcher. As if you want to mess with the 6 pitching strikeouts, you might as well just go ahead and take the 6.5 demon that he has up here. When you look at it, just think about it. He has to get 6 to push, 7 to go over. You might as well just go ahead and take that demon at the 6.5 in order to get the best bang for your buck. Definitely something that you should do whenever you're sitting here and you're looking through lines and things like that. Whenever you're looking at the regular line, okay, hey, what's the demon at? If the demon is 4.5, his Jose Soriano, his demon is at 4.5. If you were to go ahead and play Jose Soriano, you might as well just go ahead and take that demon prop right there at the 4.5 versus just taking the 4, because you need 5 in order for this to cash and make money. Now, if you want safety, which what I normally do, go ahead and play, I do sometimes go ahead and take the push props, but whenever I see something like that, it's like I might as well just go ahead and chase and get that 4.5, especially on a day like Flex Friday. Like what I told you guys at the beginning of this video, if you guys are trying to go ahead and make the best bang for your buck, definitely today is the day to go ahead and go for those demons. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully, you guys got a little something from this. All right, here, again, we'll be back with regular videos next week. DFS, all that stuff starts back up. And then, of course, as we get more into the NFL season, go ahead and try to figure out my rotation for how I'm going to be doing my NFL videos this season. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the content. Definitely cannot wait to be back in front of the camera. Good luck to everybody on Flex Friday. Peace.